Hello and welcome to this video in our How to Coach series. Today we're going to talk about mentoring and the term curling mentors. So a little while back, I was in Denmark and my brother introduced me to the term curling parents. And they are the type of parents that sweeps all problems away, just like they do in the sport of curling, and ahead of the curling stone. Um, and that there was a term invented by the Danish psychologist Bent Haugaard, and they describe these type of parents that take so good care of their children that actually the way they do it is to remove all obstacles in the way. You may also have heard the term helicopter parents. It's in the same vein here as well. The problem with that is that these children actually grow up to adults who hasn't got the tools to deal with failures, with setbacks, with real challenges. There's even stories from HR departments in companies that talk about parents wanting to attend the job interview, parents intervening and calling the workplace to complain about bullying, when actually the reality was that it was a perfectly well-intentioned, well-meaning, and well-delivered feedback on areas that they could develop in. But they're so used to having no problems ahead of them. They are all taken care of, removed by their parents, and they expect the same in the workplace. So, how does this relate to mentoring? Well, apart from, of course, recognizing that these young people are entering the workplace, we also, as a mentor, have to recognize that our role is to help grow and develop our team members, our colleagues, our clients. And that is not done through just giving them the answers. That there will be some challenges, some obstacles in the way, and that's part of the growing journey. Without them, they don't actually build up the resilience and the tools to deal with setbacks, with challenges ahead of them. And the challenge here, on top of that in itself, is also that actually often both parties may conspire to fall into a curling mentorship relationship. On one hand, when a mentee presents a problem, a real challenge, an issue, and difficulty they have, it's very easy for the mentor sometimes to just see the answer straight away based on all the knowledge and experience and confidence that they have, that they can see how they should proceed, and this will solve the problem. And they then give it to them. And of course, they will get great feedback from the mentee. Yes, I got the answer. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. So you feel good about it. You feel you've been helpful. And then at the same time, the mentee, well, it's much easier, of course, to just get the answer because then they don't need to think hard. They don't need to take risks, and they can move on quickly. So both the mentor and mentee have this, oh, then we quicker get to a solution. We can quicker move on to other things. But we've now done a disservice to the mentee. They haven't learned, developed, and grown. They haven't become better at solving these problems themselves. They haven't built the confidence and resilience to deal with these setbacks and challenges. So, how do you deal with this? Well, I would suggest that first of all, keep in mind that you are not really seeing and helping them grow and develop if you give them the answer, if you sweep all the problems away ahead of them. That's part one. Part two, I would suggest you ask yourself a few questions as you go into conversations where you genuinely want to develop your team members, your colleagues, your mentees, your clients. Firstly, how good am I at challenging the team member to stretch them, to ensure that they really are forced to think themselves and are growing from that experience? That's number one. Number two, how prepared am I for them to struggle? For not jumping in to save them, but actually allow them to struggle, to have setbacks, and possibly even some failures, well managed, of course, so they don't cause havoc in the system or hurt themselves, but on the whole, that they actually can have situations they can learn from. How much do I trust the process of mentoring and the tools I have available? Do I actually keep the pressure on, forcing them to think, um, when the easiest one would be to jump in and save them? How good am I at actually trusting that this process will give the right results in the end, even if it takes a little bit longer? So, yes, mentoring really comes with challenges built into the process. It has to be challenging. It has to be hard at times. There has to be some grit in the way. And that's both for the mentee and actually in reality also the mentor has to recognize this can be challenging and some level of discomfort might be involved in this. How prepared are you for this? I hope you found that thought-provoking and useful. And if you liked the video, please do give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more.